we forget the fact that they're 17 and 18 years old and they have to raise their hand to go to the bathroom. But then at the same time, they have to make a decision that's going to affect the rest of their life. Like, where's the disconnect? The only time they're not on their cell phones is when they're in practice. So we want them to talk and not be on their cell phones. We take their cell phones and still tell them they can't talk. It's like, what do we want? Like, do we want them to communicate? And it starts the second they walk in the room. Like, nothing makes me more frustrated when there's kids warming up or whatever their warm up is and coaches kind of like check out. To me, that's the interview. That lets me know what the workout's going to be. I might have an idea of what I want. Is it finals week? Is they have tests coming up? Is it homecoming week? Kids are going to be stressing about that. You know, it's not just working out. If you think that them coming in 2 or 3 times a week and that's the only thing that they're worried about, you're crazy. I forgot someone put something on Twitter and they called it the transactional coach. When all you're worried about, I can't remember who it was. I wish I can give credit, but that was perfect. When people just come in, if I walk into with the football team, the first thing they're doing is, who the hell is this guy? Step one. I mean, of course they're going to be like, who the heck is this guy? And what you should have that wall up, because you don't just let people into your circle. That's just how you get let down fast. But we get so caught up on that logo that we just forget who we are. Like, what do you do? Like, what makes you you? Before I was a dad, who was I? Before I was a husband, who was I? Before I was a coach, who was I? There's no wrong answer. As long as you can give me a why, then I'm okay with it. Like, why are you over there doing this movement or this lift? And they're like, well, this is why. I didn't think about it like that, but okay. Why the hell did we get away from that? Like, at what point do we just say, textbook says this is how we're going to train, and then sport happens and it is not that? I was there, I saw a big dude walking with a USA wrestling jacket and not one you can buy at Dick's Sporting Goods. So I went up to him one day and was like, hey man, who are you? I literally just asked him. And he was like, I'm Jeff. I started talking and I was like, hey, what time are you working out tomorrow? And he was like, oh, what is it, 11 or 12 o'clock? And I was like, I'll be here. And he was like, I'll be here. And I probably worked out with him every day for like a year. And then we just started talking about like youth athletics and the things that we weren't happy seeing and how we could improve on it. And then VHP came about. We were just sitting around in the gym on the rowers, just warming up, and we just started talking about it. From staying up all night, sitting around his kitchen table, talking about how we were going to do it, to the PowerPoints. We were actually just joking today about, we got some big things coming here, just how far we've come in 2 years. It's crazy. If you want to get a young girl confident, you put a bar in her hands.